So, okay, we are on ACI course 17, the second review course, class 8. Question 1. How are you there?
Yes,
Would you like to read?
yes.
Okay, please read.
Uh, Name five things which can cause any of the vows of individual freedom to be lost.
Um, Breaking them, changing your sex 3 times, giving them back formally, dying. I don't know. It's probably one more. Read these.
Yeah. Giving back your vows formally.
Yeah,
Lakpao.
yeah, lapapul. Pul means to like give or offer. Lapa means those rules or in this case vows. This
Yeah. Dying and transmigrating. Shibu.
yeah, she means to die and pu means to go to the next life.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm,
Having both sexual organs appear on your body.
yeah, I forgot that one.
Yeah. Ten yi chung.
Yeah, Senichung. 10 here, it literally means sign or indicator. But in this case it means sexual organs. Ni means two or both, and chung means to occur or appear.
Yeah. Changing your sex three times. Lensum du.
Yeah, yeah. This line literally means to respond or answer, but I guess here it means to change sum 3 and cure for that to happen. Mm,
Losing your core of virtue. Yesache.
che, not
Che.
che.
Che. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, gates, che. Yeah, there's different ways you can lose it. None of these was breaking them. Itsache can happen through getting angry at a bodhisattva for a long time. Other things like that. But uh, number two, thanks.
Yeah.
Number two, uh, Panitova, you want to read?
Yes. Describe the two results of keeping these vows. Tibetan track in Tibetan.
These,
These.
yeah. What are the two? I don't know. Nirvana and going to the higher realms, probably. Yeah. Read this.
You attain rebirth as a human or pleasure being.
Yeah, you want to read this?
Yes. Nekab debu hlami.
Yeah. Um, you Drebu, you have the result of the makeup, the situation or the state of being a hla or me, uh, pleasure being or human. And this one,
You attain one of the three enlightenments.
yeah,
Chanchupsum.
yeah, Swim 3, Jungchub enlightenments, and the two of them are nirvana. That's why this is in quotations, but they're referred to as enlightenments, technically or literally, metaphorically. I don't know. Number 3, thanks, Bunny Tova. How many questions are there? Mhm. There's not that many, but the answers are long. Yeah. Okay. Um, mm, yeah, I'll read the next one. Name the two consistent consequences for each of the 10 non-virtues, following the Sutra on the 10 levels and similar works. Oh, mm, let's go through them. Um, Panitova, what's the first non-virtue?
Not killing? Or
That's the first virtue. Yeah, the first non-virtue is killing. I don't know, because you killed, your life is shorter and you get sick a lot, something like that. Oh, yeah. Life is short and you get sick easily. What's the next one? Panitova.
um, not stealing? Like not give money?
No, non-virtue. Non-virtue. Stealing.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You don't have any money and people take from you, stuff like that. Yeah. You don't have enough to live on and what you do have is all just common property with others. Yeah. Um, what's the next one? Panitova.
Not good sexual behavior?
Yeah, sexual misconduct. Um, yeah, people always want your partner and where you go is smelly, stuff like that. Um, the people who work around you are inconsistent, which here means unreliable, and you find yourself having a lot of competition for your partner. Okay, next.
Lying?
Yeah, lying's next. I don't know. People are dishonest to you like that. Um, no one believes what you say, even when you're speaking the truth. And others are always deceiving you. What's next?
Divisive? Talking?
Yeah, yeah, divisive speech. I don't know. It's like hard to get along with people, stuff like that. Yeah. The people around you are always fighting against one another and have an undesirable character. What's next?
Idle? A word.
I think harsh speech is next, actually. I think idle is last. Yeah. You hear many unpleasant things, and when others talk to you, it always seems to you as if they want to start a fight. Yeah. And then idle's next. No one respects what you say. No one thinks that what you say has any particular value, and you are afflicted with a lack of confidence. Yeah. What's next?
Craving?
Yeah. Yeah, basically, you always want more, stuff like that. Yeah. Your personality is dominated by desire and you are never satisfied with what you have. What's next?
Mm, you don't help others? Mm,
Mm, Ill will. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Everything is horrible with ill will. Everything just stinks. You are always finding yourself without help or never find the help you need. You're always hurting others or always being hurt by others. What's the last one?
Wrong view. Wrong view.
Yeah, wrong view. Mm. Everything in the world is falling apart and you can't think straight and life is just crap. You become a person who keeps harmful views or a deceitful person. Makes sense. All right, good job, Panitova. Okay, number four, describe the environmental consequence of performing each of the 10. All right, here we go again. Theodore, do you know the 10 non-virtues? Oh, roommate. Oh, sleeping. Oh, okay. Um, okay, back to how then. How do you know the 10?
Yeah.
All right.
Describe the environmental consequence of performing each of 10.
Yeah, I already said that. What's the first non-virtue?
Yeah.
How? What's
Mm,
the first non-virtue? We just did,
uh, the killing.
yeah, killing. So what's the environment like if you killed? I don't know. There's not good food and all the
Mm,
all the crops are die and stuff like that. Read this how.
Yeah, the consequence of killing expresses itself in the outer world around you. Food, drink, medicine, the crops in the fields, and other such things have very little power. They are always inferior. They have little nutrition or potency. They are hard to digest, and they
Digest.
digest, and they cause disease in you. Because of this, the majority of the living beings around you die before reaching the end of the full life. Um,
Of a full life.
uh, of a full life.
Yeah. What's the next one?
The next one is stealing.
It is. Yeah, if you steal, you never have enough. You're in all kinds of different ways, you know. There's not enough food, there's not enough resources. You're poor. People around you are poor. Stuff like that. I'll read this one. Because you have stolen and the crops are few and far between, the crops have no power to remove hunger, they spoil, they never come up. Dry spells stay on too long, it rains too much, the crops dry up or die off.
Mhm.
What's the next one? Hal?
The next one is uh the miss sex sexually
Misconduct.
misconduct. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's like your environment's just smelly
Yeah.
and disgusting and gross, stuff like that. Read this how?
Yeah. Because you have done wrong sex. You live in the place where there is u urine,
Urine.
urine and feces all around, and mud and dirt and filth, and everything stinks, and everywhere seems unpleasant and dis distasteful.
Yeah, exactly. What's the next one?
Lying.
Yeah, if you lie, people, you'll always be in fear and people will be like deceiving each other all around you, stuff like that. Um, read this. I'll read this one. Because you have lied, you live in a world where when you undertake farming or some work in cooperation with other people, in the end, the work fails to prosper and the people can't work well together. And for the most part, everyone is cheating one another and is afraid. And where there are many things to be afraid of. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm just gonna go through the next few. There's time. Here we go. Next is divisive speech. Because you have split people up with your talk, the very ground in the place you live is uneven, covered with crags and gullies, full of highs and lows, so that you can travel only with difficulty. and where you are always afraid, and there are many things to be afraid of. Next is harsh speech. This one is the Arizona one. Because you've spoken harsh words, the ground where you live is covered with obstacles like trunks of fallen trees and thorns and stones and clods of dirt and lots of sharp, broken pieces of glass. It's rough and dreary, no streams or lakes or springs of water. The whole earth is parched, poisoned with salt and borax, burning hot, useless, threatening, a place where there are many things to fear. Um, yeah. Next is idle speech. If you speak idly, you basically have nowhere to be idle, nowhere to relax, like parks and stuff. Because you have talked meaninglessly, fruits refuse to grow on trees, or they start to grow at the wrong times, never at the right times, and seem ripe when they're still not ripe, or their roots are frail, or they can't stay long. There are no places to take your leisure, no parks, no glades, no pools of cool water, and many things around to make you afraid. Yeah. Next is, mm, yeah, craving. Um, You just always want more, and it doesn't. It's annoying because you have coveted what others have, and each and everything you ever. It's like, then each and every good thing you ever managed to find starts to get worse and worse, less and less with the passing of each of the four seasons, and then in every month and even day by day. Yeah, yeah. It's because you're never if you're never satisfied, then or you always want what others have, or you're never happy when other people get what they want. Then everything gets worse for you. Yeah, ill will. Because you have wished bad things on others, you live in a world of chaos where diseases spread and evil is everywhere, and plague and conflict and fear from armies of other nations, where there are many lions or lepers or other dangerous animals, where there are everywhere venomous snakes or scorpions or poison biting worms surrounded by harmful spirits and thieves or muggers and the like. And the worst one, because you have held wrong views, then you live in a world where the single highest source of happiness is steadily disappearing from the earth, a world where people think that things that are unclean and things that are suffering are actually nice and happy, a world where there is no place to go, no one to help, nothing to protect you. That's not fun. All right. Thanks. Name and explain briefly the four special qualities of the teachings on the steps to enlightenment. Um, I forget all four of them, but it's like all the Buddhist teachings are in there. There's no inconsistencies, things like that. Um, Panitovo, you want to read?
Yes,
Yeah.
you realize that insofar as they are all direct or indirect factors in reaching enlightenment, absolutely all of the Buddha's teachings are free of any inconsist inconsist inconsistency at all.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, Tenpa Gelme. Me, there are no Gel contradictions. Hmm. This is Kelme. This might be spelled wrong. Tempa. Tempa means teachings. I think there should be an AO on here. An AS, a prefix letter. Otherwise, it means if. not contradiction. Anyway, um, read this.
All
Oh,
of the all of the high speech of the Buddha strikes you as personal advice.
yeah, could. Sungrab Dhampar Char. Char strikes you or appears to you as Dhampar. Dhampa means advice, something. And Sungrab means uh, highest speech, means the Buddhist teachings. Yeah, read this.
You
Um, yeah.
You will easily grasp the true intent of the victorious Buddhas. That is, how each and every teaching they give is directed at our reaching enlightenment, and how nothing they say is ever not so directed.
Yeah, thanks. Kel Kung Telak Nye. Nye, you'll find Telak easily. The Gelwa, the victorious Buddhas, the victors, Gong, their uh, real intent, their true intent. All right, read this last one.
You will be protected from the great mistake of rejecting any of the Buddhist teaching because of this realization that they all contribute to one's reaching enlightenment.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Nietzsche Chenpoi Yangsa Le Song. Song protected, Le from the Yangtze. This means literally it means like a ravine or chasm or canyon, but here it means great mistake. Oh no, no, no. This does mean ravine. This Chempo Nechu, yeah, that's great mistake. You won't fall into that cavern of the great mistake, is what it literally says. Okay, good. Thanks. I think this is the last one. Find a Finding a proper relationship with one's Lama is considered the foundation of the entire Buddhist path. Name and describe briefly the 10 qualities of a qualified Lama from the classic source, The Ornament of the Sutras. We just went over them recently. We'll just go through them. First is they have good morality, controlled in the sense of possessing the training of living an ethical life, dulwa. Second is they have good concentration. Peaceful in the sense of possessing the training of concentration, Shiva. Next is they have high wisdom. Completely peaceful in the sense of possessing the training of wisdom, near Shiva. Um, Next is, I don't know, qualities that exceed your own, Yuntan Lakpa. Yeah, with exceeding qualities in the sense of possessing spiritual qualities, which are much greater than those of the prospective disciple, Yuntan Lakpa. I don't know. Next is maybe Makeden, their master instructor. Or it could be Lungichuk. I don't know. Oh, this one. Having effort in the sense of dedicated great effort to achieve the two ultimate goals of oneself and others. Sunche. Now it should be Lungichuk. Yeah. Rich in scripture in the sense of having studied deeply the three collections of scripture. Lungichuk. Next is, I don't know, the high realization or something. Rapto Deni? I forget. Something like that. Yeah, Deni Rapto Topa. Um, with a deep realization of suchness in the sense of having realized emptiness. Deni suchness raptu tokpa, deep realization. Master teacher in the sense of teaching exactly in accordance with the disciple's capacity and as slowly as necessary. Make den, possessing both ma, speaking well, and ke, wisdom, scholarly understanding, knowledge. I don't know. The image of love, in the sense of teaching out of a motivation of love for the disciple, rather than out of a desire for material gain, respect, or fame. Te we tak ni. Yeah. Teva means love. Dakni means being that person, that image of that person, being like that. And last but not least, overcome all distaste in the sense of never tiring to teach over and over again until the disciple understands. Kyowapang. Yeah. Bang means eliminating or overcoming, and Gyoa means distaste in this case. Yeah. That's it. All right. Class will be at this time the next couple of days. Thank you so much, translators, everybody for coming. Yeah, almost done. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ờ,
Bye.
thank you so much, teacher.
You're welcome so much.
Hello, Ashinamoto.
Bye, everybody.